Hey guys, Coach Pillowfist here. So in order to put power in your punches, one shoulder needs to come forward and the other shoulder needs to go backwards, right? So one shoulder coming forward and the other shoulder going backwards when you throw the punch. It's the law of equilibrium, right? The problem with many people that utilize dirty boxing tactics is they don't take this into consideration, right? They're still holding onto the head or whatever it is they're holding onto, and they're just punching like this, trying to knock the person out. But that's not the way that it works. You're not getting any power in those punches. You're not knocking anybody out with that, right? In order for you guys to put power in your punches, right, we need to be able to rotate our shoulders. And in order to do that, you have to let go when you throw that punch. You can't just hold on to them and throw your punches like this, all right, and expect to get some power. You gotta let go of that head or whatever it is that you're holding on to. Now in boxing, it's technically not legal for you to be framing or manipulating the head or anything like that, but if you let go when you throw your punch, you can get away with it. Another thing that you guys can do is to pull their guard, right? Because when you pull guard, it's allowing you to turn your shoulders. So pulling their guard and turning your shoulders, all right? Now let's look at a few clips for example. Here's a clip of Deontay Wilder fighting Chris Arreola, and he's holding onto the head of Arreola and lets go as soon as he throws his uppercut to be able to rotate his shoulders for power. Another clip, Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. Spence throws that hook, Shawn Porter ducks underneath, Spence lets go to be able to rotate for power on his hook. Last clip, J. Rock Williams framing Jarrett Hurd and then letting go to be able to rotate for power on his punch. Now I'm not saying that you always need to let go when you guys throw your punches, right? Because I do think that sometimes you should let off some shots right here with your framing elbow still on there, right? Don't expect to knock anybody out with that, but it'll certainly frustrate your opponent and wear them down a little bit. But for the most part, if you want to put power in your punches, let go of it, all right? So let off some shots right here, then let go for power, all right? So one thing Shakur Stevenson likes to do is he likes to stick that jab hand in their face to blind them, then go underneath with that straight to the body, right? Now my last topic is in regards to bumping your opponent. And that's the difference between bumping your opponent, all right, and pushing your opponent. So the point of bumping your opponent on the inside is to catch them off guard. If you haven't thrown a punch within a second after you bump them, you're too late. Your element of surprise is gone. Pushing and shoving into your opponent takes you out of position and leaves you vulnerable for counters. A short bump doesn't. All right, just like that. Another thing is that a short bump on the inside takes very minimal amount of energy, right? It takes little to no energy to bump them. But any more than that, and you're wasting unnecessary energy. And the last thing I wanted to mention, that's freaking illegal. In boxing, it's not legal to be pushing into your opponent. Even bumping your opponent is technically not legal. But if you can do it really quickly, all right, then you can get away with it. But all right, everybody, thank you guys for tuning into that video. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.